This is why I'm selling 70% of my crypto before the end of October. I know this might sound crazy. Bitcoin's holding strong. Ethereum's pushing higher. Altcoins are exploding again. Everything looks bullish, and that's exactly why I'm selling 70% of my crypto. It feels like we're at the summit, and the view is incredible. But I've seen this setup before. I remember the final parabolic push in 2017, when Bitcoin soared from $5,000 to nearly $20,000 in just 2 months before collapsing. I remember the identical feeling in 2021, when Ethereum raced from $2,000 to over $4,800 in Q4, only to lose more than 70% of its value over the next year. The air is always thinnest at the top, right before the descent begins. That's why I'm taking profits off the table. A significant portion of my portfolio is being moved to safety. This isn't a declaration that the bull run is over. This is a risk management decision, rooted in the relentless patterns we have seen play out multiple times. We are in the euphoric phase. Altcoins are rocketing. In 2021, Cardano, ADA, jumped to about $3.10, only to crash over 90%. Solana peaked near $260, then fell below $10 in the next cycle. Today, coins like AVAX are already up several hundred% from their cycle lows. Sure, that thrills, but it also signals fragility. Bitcoin's net unrealized profit/loss, NUPL, is hovering where it does before major tops. Ethereum's MVRV ratio suggests many holders are deep in profit, classic fodder for distribution. So how do I exit tactically? Not with panic. Here's my approach. First, I lighten or exit speculative altcoins, those that have already doubled or tripled. They are the canaries. Then, I begin trimming core positions. I don't try to time the top. Instead, I sell into strength on green days when Bitcoin reclaims key levels or Ethereum prints a fresh high. I scale out gradually, not all at once. Because here's the mistake most make, confusing a bull market for genius. The real test is how much you preserve. In mid-2021, BTC dropped about 55%. It then fell more than 70% during the subsequent bear. The drops weren't gradual, they were fast, brutal, and unforgiving. The difference between a casualty and a survivor is a predefined exit strategy. Turning large paper profits into secured capital is not bearish, it's smart. Chasing the final 10% upside often means giving back the first 50% downside. Make no mistake, I still believe in this tech. My decision to take profits now isn't a loss of faith. It's an act of stewardship. It's about ensuring I'm still here, with resources intact, ready to build when the cycle inevitably turns and new opportunities emerge from the rubble. This party is loud, but I'm making sure I know where the exits are before the lights go out. If this video gave you something to think about, hit that like button. It really helps the channel to grow. Subscribe if you want grounded, experience-based takes on crypto without the hype. And I'd love to hear your thoughts. Are you taking profits, or are you still all in? Drop a comment below. I read each one. You can also check out the 2 videos on screen right now. One breaks down the painful crypto mistakes I made in 2021 and 2022 and the lessons I learned, and the other dives into how money works and basic finance concepts. See you in the next one. Stay sharp. Stay rational.